Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणार बिंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Shri Guru Shri Gauranga Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale. Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami Niti Namine. स्निग्ध चेतसु प्रणीत भाग्मिनाम च रसाप्लुतम प्रभुपादगत प्राण नौमि भक्ति चारुपदम नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। So Hare Krishna, we are now going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam Amala Puranam, Canto 3, Chapter 20, Conversation between Maitreya and Vidura. And the text number 46 is on the board. We are going to chant that. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Tetu tajjagriha rupam tyaktam yat parameshtina mithuni bhuya gayantas tam eva shasi karmabhi te tu tajjagriha rupam tyaktam yat parameshtina mithuni bhuya gayantas tam eva shasi karmabhi te tu tajjagriha rupam tyaktam yat parameshtina mithuni bhuya gayantas tam eva shasi karmabhi. Please chant. Te tu tajjagriha rupam tam yat parameshtina mithuni bhuya gayantas tam eva shasi karmabhi. Mataji. Te tu tajjagriha rupam tyaktam yat parameshtina mithuni bhuya gayantas tam eva shasi karmabhi. Okay. Word for word meaning. Te, they. the kinnaras and kimpuruṣas. Tu, but, tat, that. Jugrahu took possession of rupam, the shadowy form, tyaktam, given up, yat, which, parameshtina, by Brahma, mithuni bhuya, coming together with their spouses, gayantaha, praise in song, tam, him, eva, only, ushasi, at daybreak, karmabhi, with the exploit. Haribol. I don't know it is a good sign or not. Okay. So, translation and purport given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The kimpuruṣas and kinnaras took possession of that shadowy form left by Brahma. That is why they and their spouses sing his praises by recounting his exploits. The time, purport, the time early in the morning, the spiritual activities are recommended. I'm also disturbed. Spiritual activities performed early in the morning have a greater effect than in any other part of the day. Let me read the purport again. The time early in the morning, 1.5 hours before sunrise, is called Brahma Muhurta or Brahma Muhurta. During the Brahma Muhurta, spiritual activities are recommended. Spiritual activities performed early in the morning have a greater effect than in any other part of the day. And actually, we have to cover 3 verses, so I'm just reading translations of text number 44 and 45. Text 44, translation. Then Lord Brahmā, by his ability to be hidden from vision, created the Siddhas and Vidyādharas and gave them their wonderful form of his known as antardhāna. Purport. Antardhāna means that these living creatures can be perceived to be present, but they cannot be seen by vision. Now text 45. One day, Brahma, the creator of the living entities, beheld his own reflection in the water and admiring himself, he evolved kimpuruṣas as well as kinnaras out of that reflection. So, and today's verse is 46 in the board. The kimpuruṣas and kinnaras took possession of their shadowy form left by Brahma. That is why they and their spouses sing his praises by recounting his exploits at every day break. Om ajnana-timirandasya jnananjana-shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Dadāti Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavaṁscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Mancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Nama Nama Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming to this class, Srimad Bhagavatam. So this chapter is known as conversation between Maitreya Muni and Vidura. And this conversation is covering many different topics. We are understanding Brahma is the creator, and this creation is known as Visarga, secondary creation going on. As we know, Srimad Bhagavatam says, there are, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 10 divisions of statements. Atra sargo visargascha sthanam poshanam utaya manmantra ishanukatha nirodha muktir ashraya. 10 subject matters have been discussed. So regarding, so Shukadeva Goswami is speaking in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 10 divisions of statements regarding the following. 1, the creation of the universe. 2, subcreation. 3, planetary systems. 4, protection by the Lord. 5, the creative impetus. 6, the change of manus. 7, the science of God. 8 is returning home back to Godhead. 9, liberation. 10, the summum bonum. So Visarga means secondary creation. So Brahma is not the primary creator. He got all the ingredients from Krishna and he is making secondary giving. So we have been hearing how he was creating different forms. We understood even asuras, yakshas, rakshasas, also created by Brahma, bhuta, preta, pishacha. Those are also kinnaras and today's and what is the kimpuruṣās, kimpuruṣās, kinnaras. So many different living beings. We know 8.4 million types of living beings. So different. We may think that why those things were created, bhuta, preta, pishacha. Yes, by the order of Krishna, Brahma created many living beings for giving us our due of karmic reactions. And they are real, they are not false. We sometimes hear, oh, these are, not false, making up stories, bhuta pishacha, what is called? In English, what is that? Bhuta pishacha. Ghosts. Only one category, ghost, but there are so many categories are there. Brahma. But after creating that, he didn't feel good about him. It's this. So he went to Krishna, what to do, and he says, give up the bodies. So here the giving up body means he was giving up the mentalities. And this is the also confidential points of how to become a surrendered soul. As we progress on spiritual life, we give up so many different types of mentalities where before we used to think those are very important. We continuously giving up. our wrong understanding, which are not at all beneficial for us or helping us in our spiritual life. Same process. So, although we hear surrender is two things we hear. It is simple, also it is very difficult. Why it is difficult? Because we don't want to give up our own ideas or mentality. We love to cling on that. So during the surrendering process, we become more and more simple, straightforward, and very easy person. Not at all complicated. Like little child. The innocence comes back again. More we become purified by giving all unholy, contaminated thoughts. See, mind is the carrier of all these contamination. The sinful thoughts, the problematic thoughts, means which is not at all helping. We understand. Our mind can be our friend, also mind can be our very formidable enemy. And with that mind, we cannot progress. If our mind is an enemy, then we cannot progress in spiritual life. So Brahma was giving up many mentalities. Gradually, again, he was being situated in his pure Krishna consciousness. Our goal of life is to become pure Krishna conscious person. As we become more and more purified, we experience our strong connection, deep sense of, a strong sense of deep connection with Krishna. Krishna consciousness becomes reality. We cannot live without it. This is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. So constantly we are reforming ourselves, refining ourselves, purifying ourselves in the mind, in the consciousness, and in our intelligence. Internally, we have to be completely pure, 100% pure, to become qualified for going back home, back to Godhead. And all the temple activities or the rules and regulations given by our parampara, Guru parampara, and of course we are in the parampara Brahma, Our parampara started from Krishna through Brahma, through disciplic succession. And we came to know how to progress in spiritual life. First thing we do, Mangalarati program. So Srila Prabhupada is saying, because kimpuruṣas and kinnaras, they started this with their spouses and glorifying Brahma's activities. In our case, we glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the creator of Brahma even. Brahma is the son of Krishna. And so Prabhupada is writing, so I was thinking to discuss about this point, because the purport is small. All the maximum verses have very small purport, because Brahma is creating constantly and constantly giving up his bodies to remain very pure. So in the purport, the time early in the morning, 1.5 hours before sunrise, is called Brahma Muhurta. During this Brahma Muhurta, spiritual activities are recommended. Spiritual activities performed early in the morning have a greater effect than in any other part of the day. Very important factor. And as we understand the importance of attending Mangalarti, whether in the temple or in your house or wherever we are, is very important element, part of our spiritual life. We cannot miss it. Why? Let's try to understand the glories of Mangalarti. I'm reading Glories to Mangala Arati expresses devotional praise for the Mangala Arati, or an auspicious early morning ritual in the Vaishnava tradition. Particularly, yes, prominent, but our ISKCON is a Vaishnava tradition, and it is mandatory, where devotees offer prayers and worship to a deity as the day begins. The ritual aims to awaken spiritual awareness. That's the very potent time to awaken our spiritual consciousness. And that is the whole struggle, isn't it? We have to transform or change the material consciousness into spiritual consciousness, which is our original consciousness. So Mangalarti time, the time when we come before the Lord and sing His glories, see the Lord. Lord blesses us. Krishna, Radha Madhav, Ashtasakis, they bless us. They bless us with what? The spiritual awakening. We feel a deep connection with Lord. Isn't it? That's the whole program. As we feel deep connection with this world, with a family, society, a country, lots of different identities are there in the heart. But spiritual consciousness means feeling deep, sense of feeling deep connection with Radha Madhav. So spiritual awakening happens. Instill discipline, cultivate gratitude, and invoke spiritual protection for the day ahead, setting a devotional tone for the worshipper's thoughts and action. So we come, at that time, we recognize our all senses become very spiritualized. We recognize our true identity, and with that feeling, we live the whole day. It's not the forget about it, no different. No, I'm not different. I'm the same person. It doesn't matter what we do, but the consciousness we carry throughout the day. This is the program. So what is Mangalarti? Number one, auspicious beginning. The term Mangala means auspicious, and Arati refers to the ritual offerings. The Mangala Arati is thus an auspicious offering to the deities at the start of the day. A best thing we can do, we offer ourselves, not just ghee lamp, incense, flower, but the most important offering is ourselves. Because when we come before Lord, we think, what should I give? What should I give? When you come to the temple, you must give something. You feel so happy. You feel what to give to Lord. Best giving is yourself, your body, mind, consciousness, your thoughts, your ideas, all. Okay. Then timing, it is typically performed between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. or 4:30. Many places 4 a.m. Mangalarti starts. In our case, 4:30 a.m. In some place also 5 a.m., which is a winter countries. When the world is still asleep, symbolizing a personal spiritual awakening before the day's activities commence. Because mind is not disturbed at that time, the whole atmosphere is very peaceful. The significance of Mangalarti, spiritual awakening, again, this is the main point. The spiritual awakening. We are fully awake in material world, in the material sense. How can I make profit out of this? How can I make some good out of it? Material consideration. Here, how can I give everything to Krishna? Spiritual awakening means how you can give, only giving mentality. Give your thoughts and times. Two things are there in our possession. One is time and our relationship with Krishna. Whatever remaining time we have in our lives, offer it to Krishna devotionally, in devotional service. And our relationship, Krishna. What is our relationship? Eternal relationship with Krishna? Jiver Swarupahai Krishnero Nitya Das. We have birthright to be with Krishna in love, in his service. This is our birthright because we are made so that way. We are meant for that. So two things we have to utilize in our life. Time every day, 24 hours, or remaining time in our lives, and our sambandha. And then, so Mangalarti signifies the manifestation of the Lord within the heart, bringing spiritual enlightenment. This is very important point. When you come to the temple before Radha Madhav Ashtasakhis, we have to bring them in our hearts also. Heart is also temple. Heart is also kunja. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. That is Golok Dham. Also in the heart, the same Golok Dham. We can bring the Golok Dham into our hearts. Or the temple. Devotional discipline, participating in the early morning ritual helps foster discipline and devotion in the practitioner. Of course, it makes us life very disciplined. Mental clarity. It provides an opportunity to mental clarity and a sense of gratitude at the start of the day. First thing in the morning, express your gratitude to Krishna. What is the most important express? I'm already yours. Just I want to say again, I'm yours and you are mine. You are mine. I'm so grateful that you are mine, my friend, my master, my beloved, and I am your eternal servant. Please engage me in your service. This is the start of the day. Then spiritual protection. Engaging in this devotional practice is believed to offer spiritual protection for the devotees. Of course, if we do not practice this, gradually we will lose the interest in our spiritual life. And when we lose this interest in spiritual life, means you become without any protection. When you come to the temple or home, you are practicing this Mangala Arti, you are protected by the Lord and the devotees. Samavita Bhakta Brinda Ki Jai. Alone practicing is difficult, but in the assembly of the devotees, in the association of the devotees, it becomes very joyful and very potent protection. And we know the ritualistic aspect of the Mangalarti. During the Arti, devotees offer prayers, chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and present lighted lamps and incense to the deity. This ceremony is not just a ritual, but a deep spiritual practice. Often involves singing devotional songs and communal chanting. So we all do those things. Everyday Mangalarti time. So Mangalarti, you understand that is so important. And we know Srila Prabhupada stressed so much about Mangalarti, the first ceremony in the day. So I was thinking to hear the translations of Mangalarti, what we sing. Our Mangalarti song written by who? Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And we sing. But when we sing with the devotional understanding, meaning is so wonderful. We become transported to the Golok Dham even. This is the whole program. You are doing Mangalarti here and remembering the same ceremony is being performed in the Golok Dham. Your mind is transported to the Golok Dham. All the rituals. After Mangalarti, what comes? Tulsi Arti. That also. Nisinga Arti, yes. Nisinga Arti, sorry. Then Tulsi Arti. All are connected with the remembering of our Golok Seva. It's so beautiful. Let's try to understand the translations of our Mangalarti song. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has written this song, Samsara Dvava Nala Dila Loka. Dava Nala Dila Loka. This official name of this song is known as Sri Gurvashtaka, 8 prayers to the Guru. In the song, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur describes the glories of the spiritual master, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, who appeared in the middle of the 17th century, is a great spiritual master in the Krishna consciousness chain of gurus and disciples. He says, one who, with great care and attention, loudly recites this beautiful prayer to the spiritual master during the Brahma Muhurta obtains direct service to Krishna, the Lord of Vrindavan, and at the time of his death. So it is very potent. He also blesses us with that reward. So we know samsara dava nalalida loka tranaya karuna ghana ghanatvam praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya bande guru shri charanara bindam mahaprabhu kirtana nrita gita baditra madhyan manasarasena romanchakam parshrutaranga bhaja bande guru shri charanara bindam Shri Vigrahara Dhananityanana Shringara Tan Mandira Marjanadishu Yuktasya Vaktamscha Niyunjatopi Bande Guru Shri Charanarabindam Chaturbidha Shri Bhagavat Prasada Swadanna Triptam Haribhakta Sanghan Kirtaiva Triptim Bhajata Sadaiva Bande Guru Shri Charanarabindam Shri Radhika Madhavayara Para Madhurya Leela Gunarupanamnam Pratikshana Swadana Lalupasya Bande Guru Shri Charanarabindam Nikunja Yuna Yuratikali Siddhai Yayali Bhi Ruktir Apekshaniya Tatrati Dakshat Ativallavasya Bande Guru Shri Charanarabindam Shakshad Dharitvena Samasta Shastre Uktastatha Bhavatayava Sadvi Kintu Pravaryah Priya Evatasya Bande Guru Shri Charanarabindam Yasa Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado Yasa Prasadan Nagati Gutopi Dhyayam Stuvam Statsya Yasastru Sandhyam Bande Guru Shri Charanarabindam. So, although in the Mangalarti you are singing glories of the Lord through singing the glories of the Guru Maharaj, how he is situated in his eternal service in Nitya Leela. Yeah? So first thing we offer our respectful obeisance, our gratitude to Gurudev, and then Radha Madhav. Gurudev means Guru Parampara. This Gurvashtakam is not just one spiritual master, but the whole system. And who is the ultimate Guru? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Guru. Krishna is Guru, Jagat Guru. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is both Gurudev and Krishna. Guru Krishna Prasadipai Bhakti Lata Bij. And ultimately, Radha Madhav Ashtasakis. So, translation 1. The spiritual master is receiving benediction from the ocean of mercy, just as a cloud pours water on a forest fire to extinguish it. So the spiritual master delivers the materially afflicted world by extinguishing the blazing fire of material existence. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master, who is an ocean of auspicious qualities. So spiritual master receives the mercy from Krishna. He is the rain holding cloud and showers the mercy on us, the devotees. So how Gurudev and Krishna is connected, we understand. We also understand how we are also connected through the disciplic succession. And you remembering Krishna. Second, chanting the holy name, dancing in ecstasy, singing and playing musical instruments. The spiritual master is always gladdened by the Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he is relishing the mellows of pure devotion within his mind. Sometimes his hair stands on end. He feels quivering in his body, and tears flow from the eyes like waves. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. And it happens. We can see the very beautiful smiling face of Gurudev. We cannot miss Gurudev. In our hearts, Gurudev and Krishna are always present. Because by the mercy of Gurudev, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, we have come to know this process, how we can be transferred to the spiritual world. Who can repay this debt? No. So, but we can show our gratitude every day, every moment, feeling very humble before them. 3. The spiritual master is always engaged in the temple worship of Shri Radha Krishna. He also engages his disciples in such worship. They dress the deities in beautiful clothes and ornaments, clean their temple, and perform other similar worship of the Lord. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. In Golok Dham also it is going on. In the Kunja, this Kunja, the Mangalarti is also known as Nishanta Leela of Krishna. Krishna's Leelas, Nitya Leelas are going on 24 hours. Nishanta Leela means end of the night Leela. Mangalarti, when their lordships, Radha Krishna, wake up, and all the Sakhis and the maid servants, they come before them and offer Mangalarti. Before Mangalarti, they offer some sweets for them. Exactly, the pujari in the altar wakes up the Lord, and then offers first thing water and sweets to the Lord. Then opens the curtain, and the devotees, they have their first darshan in the temple, and become so joyful. They express their joy, seeing the Lord, both seeing the Lord in the altar, seeing the Lord in the heart, seeing the Lord in the Golak. Continuous connection is there. Ultimately, this is our actual wealth. Golok consciousness, Braja consciousness, Vrindavan consciousness. We have to awaken that. What is Vrindavan consciousness? Feeling deep connection with the Vrindavan Dham. I belong to Vrindavan Dham. Feeling the kinship, feeling the family relationship with Vrindavan Dham. Aradhya Bhagavan Brajesh Tanais Dhama Vrindavanam. So the sense of deep connection, sense of strong connection with Vrindavan Dham, sense of strong connection with Supreme Lord is Braja consciousness. It doesn't matter where we are. But in our consciousness, we must be connected or living in that Dham. It happens. So they also dress the Lord, Radha Madhav, the Sakhi, because this, our ISKCON Mayapur temple is so special. The Golok Dham has already manifest here. Radha Madhav, they are surrounded by Ashtasakhis. Radha Madhav Ashtasakhis are not present in Ayodhya, Saket Dham, no. Vaikuntha, no. Mathura, no. Dwarka, no. Where they are present? In Vrindavan, in Kunja. This is the same. That is our goal, to enter into that Leela. And who can qualify us as qualified person? Panchatattva. First, have strong connection with Panchatattva, with Mahaprabhu, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, begging, crying to be engaged in the eternal service of the Lord. This is whole program, and our spiritual preceptors also gave us the same facilities in their writings, like Narottam Das Thakur's Prarthana, prayers, all about Narottam Das Thakur. In his mind, he would reach the Golok Dham and sing the glories of Radha Madhav, and asking the Sakhis, Lalita, Vishakha, mainly, give me the permission, allow me to serve the lotus feet of Radha Krishna, making garlands and offer them, bringing sweet waters for them, making chandan paste to offer them, bringing pan to offer them, sweets, like that. Longing, the desire to serve Radha Madhav Ashtasakhis in Golok Dham. That intense desire expressed by Narottam Das Thakur, our Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So this is our tradition, and Gurbashtakam also is connected with that tradition. Now 4, the spiritual master is always offering Krishna 4 kinds of delicious food, analyzed as that which licked, chewed, drunk and sucked. When the spiritual master sees that the devotees are satisfied by eating Bhagavat Prasada, he is satisfied. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such spiritual master. 5. The spiritual master is always eager to hear the chant about the unlimited conjugal pastimes of Radha and Madhava and their qualities, names and forms. The spiritual master aspires to relish these every moment. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such spiritual master. 6. The spiritual master is very dear because he is expert in assisting the gopis who at different times make different tasteful arrangements for the perfection of Radha and Krishna's conjugal loving affair within the grove of Vrindavan. I offer my most humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. 7. The spiritual master is so honored as much as the Supreme Lord because he is the most confidential servitor of the Lord. This is acknowledged in all revealed scriptures and followed by all authorities. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master, who is a bona fide representative of Sri Hari Krishna. 8. By the mercy of the spiritual master, one receives the benediction of Krishna, and without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. Therefore, I should always remember and praise the spiritual master at least 3 times a day. I should offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master. So this is the whole thing we sing. We sing during the Mangalarti time. There's no room for our having any desire for material, desires to be fulfilled. No. Here is we are asking for service. asking for their blessings, giving. There's no room for to satisfy our material desires or something. This point is also very important. So in this way, if we understand the real confidential meaning of the Mangal Arti, then we can obtain maximum benefit. In this lifetime, we can achieve the ultimate goal. All we have to transform ourselves and make like them, Brajabasis. Prabhupada is writing, we have to match our consciousness like their consciousness in order to enter into spiritual world. Braja consciousness, Braja Bhumi, the residents of Vrindavan, their only business is to love Krishna. They do not know anything else but only loving Krishna, seeing Krishna's beautiful form and serving Krishna through their love. That is their worship. In Vrindavan, Krishna is not the supreme personality of Godhead. He is a cowherd boy. So here Radha Madhava is not the supreme personality of Godhead. Ultimately, he is the cowherd boy. And we are all Brajabasis. We have to match our consciousness with the Brajabasis, so we can get the qualification to enter. Just ending this class with the song Radha Krishna Pranamor Jugalo Kishore. Please, because that's the prayer by Narottam Das Thakur. Beautiful song, and that will give us so much inspiration. Radha Krishna Pranamor Jugalo Kishore, Jivane Morone Goti Ar nahi mor, Kalindir Kule Keli Kadambir Bono, Ratana Bedir Upare Vasavadu Jana, Radha Krishna Pranamor Jugalo Kishore, Shamo Gori Ange Diva Chandanero Gandha, Chamoro Dhulabo Kambe Heri Mukha Chandra, Radha Krishna Pranamor Jugalo Kishore, Gatiya Malatir Mala Divo Duhar Gale, Adhare Tuliya Divo Korpura Tambule, Radha Krishna Pranamor Jugalo Kishore, Lolita Vishakha Adi Jato Shakhi Brinda, Agayo Koribo Sheba Charanar Brinda, Radha Krishna Pranamor Jugalo Kishore, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhur Dasero Dasho, Sheba Abhilasho Kare Narottama Dasho, Radha Krishna Pranamor Jugalo Kishore, Radha Krishna Pranamor Jugalo Kishore Jivane Morone Goti Aranahi Mor Radha Krishna Pran Mor Jugalo Kishore. Translation. The divine couple, Shri Shri Radha and Krishna, is my life and soul. In life of death, in life or death, I have no other refuge but them. In a forest of small kadamba trees on the bank of Yamuna, I will seat the divine couple on a throne made of brilliant jewels. I will anoint their dark and fair forms with sandalwood paste, scented with chua, and I will fan them with a chamara whisk. Oh, when will I behold their moon-like faces? After stringing together garlands of malati flower, I will place them around the necks, and I will offer tambula scented with camphor to their lotus mouth. With the permission of all the Sakhis, headed by Lalita and Vishakha, I will serve the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. Narottam Das, the servant of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, longs for the service of the divine couple. So Narottam Das Thakur gave us this wealth to utilize, take advantage of prayer of song, praying for the eternal service to the eternal beloved Lord, divine couple, Shri Radha Madhava. So thank you so much. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji.
Thank you.
Very inspiring to me. I have a practical question. Sometimes, for various reasons, I can't take bath, and I have to decide, should I stay in the bathroom and not go to Mangalarti, or should I go to Mangalarti dirty? So what is your advice?
We have to try our best to follow the tradition.
Sorry?
We have to try our best to follow the tradition. If it is not possible in mind, it is possible. Everything is in our mind. We can offer, we can go to the Mangalarti, everything in our mind. If it is not possible physically to go to the temple or doing it. This kind only I can speak. This much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj.
But is it better to do if you're doing in your mind whilst you're brushing your teeth and everything, is it as good as going to the Mangalarti and saying, even though you're dirty, you can stand at the back, you can watch, you can hear? Which is better?
Mind offered, if mind is there, that's the best thing.
Yeah, but if I can't do fix my mind when I'm brushing my teeth and everything, is it second best to go to the Mangalarti?
Yes, that is best. Like you may come to the Mangalarti having so much problems in the head and thinking of the problems before the Lord. It's better sending the mind, attending the Mangalarti in the mind. And if it is not possible, then second best is going to the temple.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you do it in your mind when you're lying in bed also?
Maharaj, the point is, means physically wake up with a happy heart, wake up, do your Mangalarti in your home or in the temple. If you are bedridden, in the bed you can do also.
If you're watching on Mayapur TV in bed without taking bath, Is that better than nothing?
Even then it is all right. Because we become qualified to go to the spiritual world when we are on the deathbed. We may not take bath for days, cannot do, only consciousness is sharp, connected with Krishna in Vrindavan. So he goes to Vrindavan, the soul goes to Vrindavan. These are the ultimate things. Sorry.
For 18 years I was on traveling Sankirtan, and I wasn't in the temple most of the time when I was on traveling Sankirtan. But we would always do Mangal Arti. And sometimes it was because we oftentimes on a major marathon.
Yeah.
So we would just sing all the words, understanding what the words mean, and we only do it once, rather than half hour. And boy, it was really empowering and ecstatic.
Yes.
And with the aging process, sometimes you need more sleep.
Yes.
And so I still do this. I go to this Prabhupada Samadhi, offer my heart.
So wonderful.
It's really blissful. But I'm hoping to get back to the standard where I'm always at the temple. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says in the Brahma Muhurta, if we sing this Mangalarti song, it has such spiritual potent, and it awakens our spiritual consciousness. As you said, in the Mangalarti time, you can read the verses with the meaning, absorb the meaning in the self. It's so beautiful. It benefits immediately. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Anything? Yeah.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, regarding our relationship with Krishna, generally we quote this verse, Jivera Swarupa hai Krishna Nityadas. So, but then when we try to become devotee of Krishna, Krishna says, one who is my devotee is actually not my devotee.
Yeah.
Who is devotee. So, how to understand this verse?
Yes. Yes. The Gurudev means whole parampara. We offer respect to all. Because we are indebted to many gurus. Means Siksha Gurus, Diksha Gurus. Diksha Guru is one. Prabhupada is our Siksha Guru. Whole parampara is Siksha Guru. Like Narottam Das Thakur is Siksha Guru. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, most prominent we know is enough. Whatever literatures we have, enough. We cannot even fully finish, full realization we cannot have. But even partial realization and the actual essence, if we can achieve, that will make us perfect. Yeah? Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada.